upcoming, the preparation, getting ready for a very good Georgia team, one that's undefeated, going to Athens, Georgia. Going to be a great atmosphere, great environment. Something our guys are looking forward to. You can tell just with the way we've had practices here at the end of last week, yesterday, just high energy and looking forward to the challenge.
All right, thanks, Coach. Let's start with Nick, front right.
Yeah, do you expect Jam to be able to go for the game?
I do expect him to go. He practiced yesterday, been building up last week his volume, and so expect him to play.
Jumping over to the left side, Chase.
Staying with Jam Miller, what does his pass protection ability bring to the running backs, especially in a game like this where you're playing a really physical defense on the road?
Yeah, no question that Jam's a complete back all around, not just what you see with him carrying the football, but in his pass protection, both the responsibility and the ability to get the job done physically as well. So he's very important that way. He's someone that we trust at the highest level, and just in fall camp and spring ball, goes back to last year. He's just been super consistent as a pass protector, not just as a guy who can carry the football.
Let's go to Jamie on the front right.
Hey, Coach, how important is discipline in a game like this where penalties, mistakes, and crowd noise could swing momentum?
Yeah, I mean, not every game, but a lot of these games that you have in the SEC come down to one possession, and going into the fourth quarter. And when you have games that are that close, it's a play here, a play there that keeps the drive alive. A lot of times it comes down to penalties. Obviously, there's an execution piece that is really important throughout the game, but you don't know when that penalty is. Is it the one that extends the drive in the first quarter, the fourth quarter? You got to be able to be focused and be disciplined for 4 quarters and more if needed.
Staying on the right side, let's go to Charlie next.
Yeah, Coach Womack said that Tim's going to be able to go, Tim Keenan's going to be able to go this week. Just what kind of boost does that give your defense up front?
Yeah, I think in a couple of ways. I mean, he's voted team captain for a reason, and so the energy he's brought, the last even 2 to 3 weeks, just, his juice, and he's that way naturally. He loves this place. I think, his perspective of being on the sideline has brought another level of energy to him that our defense and our whole team can really has responded to. And then on top of it, he's a big anchor, big body in there that can kind of hold down the line of scrimmage, get a push in the pocket on pass plays, and so it's good to have him back. And he's had a couple good days here and continue to build here through the week of practice is what we're expecting.
Go to Kennington, back right.
Just what have you seen in the last few weeks from the team, could be in game, could be in practice, that gives you confidence that they'll be able to go on the road and execute unlike what happened in week 1?
Yeah, whatever we've asked of this group, they've just been so coachable, and I think talking through and going through what we've experienced together. You got to prove it on the football field, but just the way that they want to respond in practice, I think, has carried over into what we've done, at least in these home games, these last 2 weeks. And so, we got to be resilient. We know there's going to be storms that we're going to have to weather in the SEC, on the road, and you got to do it. No one else is going to go do it for you. I know there's a high want-to factor that this group has. Again, they've shown it in the work. They've shown it in their preparation, and that's the key. Really, just prepare. Invest and do everything you can to be confident and do something special together. And so, just ask these guys to empty the tank every single day, and they've done that. And that's what we got to do on Saturday. But we're going to have to be resilient, and understand that adversity against good football teams is going to happen, and know what our response is going to be, choose our response, and understand what that looks like even now, not just when it happens.
Jumping to the left side, let's go to Colin.
Kind of in that same vein, has there been a change in conversation, a change in schedule when it comes to approaching games on the road, especially heading into this week, maybe compared to week 1?
I mean, I think you do the same things. You might tweak something here and there, but I think it still comes down to, your preparation and execution. Every game's a little different depending on how far you travel and all that, where you're staying, and that's a lot of the times how the coordination of the schedule, might be impacted. And so for us, the flight and then the drive and then the drive the next morning, that's going to be different than it is in some other cities that we go to. So again, it just comes down to keeping the main thing. You are certainly, in our case, always really trying to find the little thing here and there that might, help us with the juice, the energy, whatever it might be. But we also don't want to make something out of nothing. And, we want to make sure we're focused on the right things. And that's just, playing as hard as we can, giving everything we have to our preparation and going out there and playing physical, sound, disciplined football.
Let's go to Emily Grace, front left.
Coach, in what ways have you seen your players maintain the level of intensity and focus that you expect through the bye and preparation for Georgia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I've asked them to do is just really look at their process, and this is the way it should always be. Just really kind of similar and adding to the question that was just asked about even what we're doing on road trips and things like that. You're always trying to just make things better. And so I don't care if it's how they take notes. What's that system? Is it, color-coded ink that you use? And how can you just make it better for you to be more successful? And so I see that with these guys. I see that with them trying to find just little ways they can make themselves better. It might be with treatments and their schedules. And, they pour so much into it, but you can always make things better and be smarter about it. And when it comes to practice on the field, I can just see, again, we've focused on moving with purpose. Everything we do, just move with an urgency level that just has great body language and becomes infectious or contagious, I should say, across the team. And so I see that, and the action supports the desires and goals that they have as a team. And really, it's again, goes back to everything I've ever asked them to do. They've always responded. And so that's really what I've asked them to focus on.
We're going to finish up with Katie, second row on the left.
You talked last week, and then Kane talked earlier about there's got to be better response to adversity on the road. I know last year's game was at home, but how much can you use that game as an example of responding to adversity and then finishing through all 4 quarters?
Yeah, and that's it. And it's never over till it's over. And you can, I challenged the guys to watch some football this weekend. And, we pulled up a game or two and tried to learn from what other teams are doing and what happened to them, good and bad. And that, you fight till the very last play. And that's whether you're ahead or whether you're on the wrong end of it at that time. And that example last year was exactly, one that we lived out. And so it was great, and then it was hard, and then we found a way. And so, you play because crazy things happen, and you play because you love to compete, and that's what, our guys are going to do here this Saturday.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.